I'm Chris, I'm the cook.
I'm Jimmy, and I'm the college kid.
This is The Cook and the College Kid.
What are you gonna say? Hey folks, today we're going to be making pico de gallo.
Jimothy, we got a half an hour before the women show up for book club, and it is our snack week this week, and if they do not have food in front of them, and we don't tell them that we've read the first chapter, wait, if we do tell them we've read the first chapter, then we might be alright, but since we haven't read the first chapter, and we don't have food, we're screwed. Alright
folks, so this is our ingredients today. We got these lovely, these beautiful red tomatoes here. We got many of them, because we're making a lot of salsa. We also have these big old onions, and I suggest getting the big ones because they're always better. Big is always better. And then we have, they peel, watch out. They're very fragile, these big ones. And then we have some lime and some garlic, and of course jalapeno, because we add that nice spice in our life.
So, Jimmy, why don't you start cutting up these aromas? I'm going to start doing the onions.
Alright, man.
And we'll go from there. When you're talking about this onion, we picked a white onion because we thought that the contrast between the green and the red would be nice. But if you only have a yellow onion, fine. If you have red, that's cool too. Nobody judges you here based on color.
That's true. And usually the whites are more expensive, but it doesn't really matter.
How crazy did that talk about the 50 Shades of Grey get last week with the ladies?
Oh my god. I mean, you couldn't imagine, really. I mean,
I was there. I can absolutely imagine.
That's true.
You read the book, didn't you?
No. Who reads the book? I just watched for the movie to come out.
Who reads the book?
Yeah, who reads a freaking book?
Who has 2 thumbs and like 50 Shades of Grey?
It must be you.
This guy, absolutely.
Oh, jeez.
Read all 3.
Oh, man, I don't know if I can cut next to you.
All 3 were terrible, but read all 3.
God.
All right, so on the onions, we're gonna want a fine dice, and there's any way that you can possibly think of to cut this onion is how it needs to go, as long as it's uniform pieces. You don't want a big chunk of onion and a small chunk of tomato, and a whole leaf of cilantro in the bite. You want it all uniform.
Yes.
So that you're getting all flavors at once.
A fit.
It's kind of hard to talk. It's kind of hard to talk and use your hands while you're trying to chop at the same time.
Exactly. It's impossible, actually.
Well, no, it's not impossible because it is impossible. How about I talk and chop and you use your hands, and we'll just see what happens after that.
You would like me to use my hands?
Well, you don't have to. Can this stay PG or what? I mean, what's your deal?
I don't know. I mean, what is PG nowadays, really?
That's a really good point. Because they didn't used to be able to say any vulgar words on the TV, and now that's all that's there. Sons of Anarchy, Jiminy Christmas, who would have thought?
Yes, and you know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, I guess, but hopefully these still taste good.
And rubber and glue and all of that.
Yes, rubber and glue is all you need to do.
No, I was more thinking of I'm rubber and you're glue.
And what bounces off me hits you.
That's exactly right.
Yes.
Alright, so now we got the jalapeno chopping in. I personally like it a little bit hotter. Jimmy, how do you feel about spice? I mean, not just in, you know, your reading material. I mean...
Well, apparently you're the one that likes spice in your reading material.
Don't judge me. This is a judgment-free zone. Please don't judge me. Alright, so we've got a head of garlic. We're only going to use a couple of cloves. Now, you can go one of 2 ways in the garlic world, Jimmy, when you are making a pico.
There's the world? Okay.
Yeah, there's a world. You go one of 2 ways in the garlic world when you're making a pico de gallo. You can use fresh garlic or you can use granulated garlic.
I wonder which one sounds better.
Well, I personally think the fresh garlic would be better because,
I agree.
As in its name, the granulated will give you kind of a grainy texture in the salsa, and I'm not a fan.
Well, first folks, I'm still cutting these tomatoes, as you can see. It's taking a lot longer than I expected. Like I said, these tomatoes are really rough. But anyways, they're still going to taste great, and I think that's the main thing that matters here. It's just making sure the tomatoes taste great. And as we can see, these are very red tomatoes. They're the reddest in all the land. They are organic, and of course organic is better because it has organic in it.
Yeah. Go ahead and throw your tomatoes in there and see what they look like.
Alright, let's drizzle them.
Oh, that looked good. How about if we go like...
Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh,
nicely played.
There we go.
Add a little onion. Did we think you'd get a spoon out there? Nah.
No. You can mix it with that, but it won't do it as well.
Right. Alright, so the whole idea with the pico is you don't want too much of one thing. If it looks like you have a little, if you're a little tomato heavy, what should we do?
Like?
Maybe add some more onion?
Did you just solve the problem?
I think I did. That's what I do, buddy.
Problem solver 101 right here.
Not just a cook, also a problem solver.
I mean,
does that look about good?
That looks great.
Okay.
Looks great. It's probably the best cilantro I've ever cut before, actually.
Look at you.
Yeah, pico de gallo is one of the most healthy foods you can eat. Do you want it all or you just want a little bit?
Don't tease me.
Okay, well.
Well, as with the tomato and onion, why don't you give that a stir and see what the color looks like?
All right, let's just get in there with our spoon and just look at all these colors. I mean, it's amazing what these colors look like all together.
So the last final move, and to use it as a vessel to get the pico in your face, you need to make chips, which is what we're gonna do right now.
So, what if I don't have a sharp knife like that, since I'm a broke college student?
Yeah, that's funny that you asked. You could rip them.
Oh.
Go Hulk, minus the green and weird overall negative sort of attitude, I guess.
Okay.
So all we're gonna do on these chips is just try to cut even pieces. We're gonna take them over to some hot oil. And you know the oil is hot? When you dip it in, you start getting bubbles around the tortilla, which is perfect.
Just like that.
Throw them in the pan, be careful with the hot oil. You'd want to kind of slide them in so you're not getting a splash. You don't want to ruin your shirt because you're a poor college kid.
Yeah, you can't afford shirts.
That's right. And mom doesn't want to buy you another shirt just because you got oil on it.
God forbid.
You big doof.
Alright, now that we have all the salsa mixed up, now we're just going to do our finishing steps. Woo! Right. Here we are with our final product. There we are, guys. Easy as that.
That right there looks good. I think the ladies will be happy with that.
I think they'll be pleased.
They're not going to be pleased that we didn't read the book, but they're going to dig that.
They're going to be too occupied eating these chips, they won't care if you read the book.
So signing off with the pico de gallo and chips is Chris the cook.
The college kid, Jimmy.
Alright.
Pico is done. We're ready to read. Pico is done. What you gonna do?